We live in a society today that really, really pushes us towards putting second things first. So we're told to focus on making money. We're told to focus on our job. We're told to focus on on getting the girl or the guy that you want. Like power, fame, like our looks, like these are the things that our society tells us that we should focus on. But I would argue that those things are all secondary things. Those are things that never matter from a death perspective. And I know some people think that's morbid to look at life through a death lens, but I think that it's crazy not to look at life through a death lens, since there's one person that's ever lived that didn't die. It's inevitable, so we might as well live life from that perspective, because that's coming for all of us. For me, I as a 9-year-old, pulling my baby brother and my best friend out of the pool whenever I was 9, I realized that at a really young age, and probably too young of an age, and a little bit shocking. And like I said, probably had some form of PTSD from that. But the thing is, I watched my dad, become this incredible eye surgeon and build this incredible practice. But then when he got diagnosed with terminal cancer, it completely changed his perspective on life. And I just had to look at myself and go, do you want to wait until you have terminal cancer to change how you live? Do you want to wait until you have terminal cancer to be grateful for everything that you have? I got a text message yesterday from one of the first kids that I ever worked with, and she said, it's so amazing to get to go out and be able to pass a soccer ball, because she's been injured for the last basically 2 years, and she's like, man, I've taken for granted just being able to pass a ball. And so often, like, that's why I try and start my day in gratefulness, prayer, and meditation, because like those things can be taken from us. Very few people wake up and are thankful for their teeth until they have a toothache, right? Then all of a sudden the world is coming down because they're in so much pain. And so my challenge is, what if we started trying to intentionally cultivate a mindset of gratefulness? And what if we started to live from that perspective of, what would I do if I only had 6 months to live? Because I don't want to get to my deathbed and have all of these, things that I never lived out, that I never chased my dreams, that I never valued the people in my life, that I always was trying to use people. And I want to get to my deathbed and be like, man, had a good run. I want somebody to be able to, we ask people to, what's the mission for your life? Not what's your goal, what's your mission? And I literally want to live my life in a way that somebody could walk in here right now and say, Joshua, you have 6 months to live. And I could say, thank you. Can you please leave so I can get back to doing what I'm doing? That's where I want to be. That's where I want to find myself over and over and over again, that I wouldn't change anything. That's part of my mission, is to live my life in a way that I could get diagnosed with terminal cancer and it not change a thing about how I live.